Solve system of equation with two variables by elimination, part 1. So with elimination, we have to follow these two rules. Rule number 1, they must have the same value or same number. Second rule, they must be opposite, which mean positive and negative. Okay, so follow these two rules for elimination. One more time. Rule number 1, same value, that means the number are the same. Rule number 2, opposite sign means one positive and one negative. Okay, so here we have an example. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. If you look very carefully, this is a 4, this is also a 4. So that's rule number 1 says. Rule number 1 says same value. So the top is 4, the bottom also must be 4. Next, the second rule says opposite sign. So the top is positive, the bottom is negative. So those two rules, you must have these two rules before you can do elimination. One more time. Rule number 1 says same value. So top and bottom must be the same number. Rule number 2 says opposite sign, so it has to be positive and negative. And then we can eliminate. So I'm rewriting this equation, the two equation down here, so you can see the elimination part. So again, same value or same number, opposite sign, positive, negative. Since they are opposite and they are the same, they cancel out. So these 4x cancels out. I just have 2 subtract 9 gives me negative 7. 0 subtract 28, negative 28. Again, before you can eliminate, the top and the bottom must have the same value, same number, and opposite sign. One positive, one negative. So these 4x go away. 2 subtract 9, negative 7. 0 subtract 28 gives me negative 28. After that, divide by negative 7 to both sides will give me my y. So y here is positive 4. Once I have y, go back and find the x value. When you go back to get the x value, you can pick the first equation or the second equation. It will give you the same answer. So I want to show you both. So I'm going to use the first equation, plug the y in. So this is the first equation, plug the y in, and that gives me 8. Put the 4 in, and then 2 times 4 gives me 8. Subtract the 8 over, I get negative 8. Divide by 4 gives me negative 2. So there's my x, this is my x, and this is my y. Make sure you write your answer as x comma y. So negative 2 comma 4. So this is the first equation. I'm going to redo this with the second equation. Okay, so here's the second equation. So I put y in, so that gives me 4. Multiply the 9 gives me negative 36. Add 36 both sides gives me positive 8. Divide by negative 4, which I have here, it's also negative 2. So the answer again is negative 2, 4. Again, when you go back to get the other value, the other letter, it doesn't matter if you use the first equation or the second equation. The answer should be the same. Okay, so be very careful when you do elimination. Please follow the rule. Number 1, same number. Number 2, opposite sign. Again, what does that mean? The top and the bottom must have the same number. And then the second part, one of them is positive, the other is negative. Okay.